name is Bella-JAD. This is my book, Just a Dream that I wrote. Went the sink. I'd started doing the dishes, but then I saw my favorite show on the TV, so I stopped what I was doing. I didn't realize I had left the sink running till about an hour later. I quickly turned it off. I was so into my show on the TV, I forgot all about my chores. My mom got mad. "Bella, come do your chores," my mom said angrily. I had to finish the laundry first. I put my wet clothes into the dryer and started a new load of laundry. I noticed my neighbor outside my window using a drying rack. They were putting their dirty clothes into soapy buckets of water. I just thought that was a waste of time. Whenever they put their clothes in the bucket, I could tell their clothes were still damp when they would wear them. A few hours later, I noticed the TV was still paused, so I turned it off. After dinner, I got ready for bed. When I was in bed, I thought about a book I had recently read. It was about a girl that saw the future, and when she went to sleep, a magic sailboat took her to someone's future every night. The second after I was finished reading, I decided I wanted to see the future. I thought the book was so cool. I wish I could see the future, I said to myself. I thought it would be like having a secret power. It was pretty late, so I decided to go to bed, and I woke up in the middle of the night with the sound of the ocean. Splat! Ouch! I had just fallen onto the wet and damp sand. "Where am I?" I said to the person walking and about to pass me. "You're on the Kitibis Islands, and we are Kitibis keepers. What time is it?" "It is 12:15 a.m. in the year 2116. "Oh my gosh, I'm in the future," I said excitedly. "Wait a minute, it's impossible. I'm in the future. But this is probably just a dream." "Why is everything so wet?" I asked. "Because of the last flood we had," the Kitibis keeper told me. "Who is causing this?" I asked. "People like you," they said sadly. "Think about what you do every day, using electronics. When you use electricity, it puts pollution into our atmosphere. Video games are one of the biggest causes of climate change, too. When the pollution is put into the air, it warms the oceans to where it starts to rise," said the Kitibis keeper. I looked around, and several parts were destroyed and scattered across the islands. Some houses were flooded. I didn't know what to say. All those people who worked so hard to build their homes, and they are just watching everything be destroyed right in front of their faces. There was teardrops dripping from a little girl's face. She whispered in a sad voice, "This is our home." I felt so bad. This was definitely not what I expected to be in the future now that I know I was one to cause it. "Good thing it's just a dream," I said with a sigh. Gasp. Did I fall asleep? I wondered. I woke up to gross wet blankets touching the tips of my feet. Waves from the marine sea were splashing on my blankets, getting me very wet. It was very humid, so I wasn't very cold from the wet water. My bed was rocking side by side. I knew I was in the ocean. I felt the water. Ew, that water wasn't anything like when I go to the beach, that's for sure. This water was more repulsive than I thought it would be. I knew I was still in the future. I heard two boys talking, so I turned around to look. The boys were fishing with a net. "How many fish have you caught?" I asked. I was excited to hear the answers because I think it's exciting to see and hear how many fish people can get. "None today, and we caught 2 this whole week," the boys said. "Why are there no fish out in the waters?" I asked. "Global warming," they explained. "Fish are leaving our land. An underwater volcano is growing and it is heating up the ocean," they continued. "This is because of the CO2 pollution that forms the underwater volcano, causing the tides to move different directions. If we have no fish, it'll be hard for us to live. Fish is the main kind of food we eat since we live around the ocean," they said. I couldn't hear any more negativity. I don't like the sound of death, I thought. "Good luck," I said sadly. I closed my eyes and woke up with my sister shaking me. "Wake up, wake up." I said. I finally smelled fresh air. Not the bad future air that I had smelled that was covered with the smoke that the pollution had caused. I was home at last. I quickly fixed all the things that I did that had an effect on climate change. I ran to tell my mom, "We should start doing our laundry like the neighbors." I began to teach my mom about climate change. She agreed with my ideas. I guess I really can change the future because so far everything was the way I wanted it to be. I knew that I could have been having a dream that really did change the future. I didn't think someone at my age could just change the future. Anyone can do anything, my mother always tells me. The new future was much better now, and it was going to stay that way. That ends.